The moon landing in 1969 was one of the most significant events in human history. For the first time, a human being stepped onto another celestial body, and the world watched in awe. The mission was seen as a great achievement for NASA in the United States. But after 6 successful landings, NASA abruptly ended the program. Why did NASA never return to the moon? In this video, we will explore the various theories and controversies surrounding the moon landing and find out what might have happened to keep us from returning to our nearest neighbor in space. Before we get started, if you're new to the channel, be sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you can be the first to see our latest videos. One of the most obvious reasons why NASA never returned to the moon is the cost of the Apollo program. At the time, the US was spending billions of dollars on the Vietnam War, and the Apollo program was an easy target for budget cuts. It's estimated that each moon landing cost about $150 billion in today's dollars, and with no clear scientific or economic benefit to the missions, it's understandable why NASA would choose to focus its resources elsewhere. Another theory is that the Apollo program was largely a political stunt to demonstrate US superiority over the Soviet Union during the Cold War. Once that goal was achieved, there was no longer a need to go to the moon. The public's fascination with space exploration began to wane, and Congress gradually reduced funding for NASA. In addition, the Nixon administration was preoccupied with other issues such as the Watergate scandal and foreign policy, leaving little time or resources for space exploration. One of the lesser-known factors that may have contributed to the end of the Apollo program is the danger posed by radiation. The Van Allen radiation belts, which surround the Earth, contain high levels of radiation that can be harmful to humans. During the Apollo missions, astronauts were exposed to these high levels of radiation, and it's possible that some of them suffered long-term health effects as a result. NASA has been reluctant to acknowledge the risks associated with radiation exposure, but it's possible that concerns over astronaut safety played a role in the decision not to return to the moon. One of the more controversial theories about why NASA never returned to the moon is the idea that they found evidence of alien life or technology on the lunar surface. Proponents of this theory point to various anomalies and strange objects seen in photographs of the moon taken by NASA. They also point to the fact that the Apollo 11 astronauts reported seeing UFOs during their mission. Some conspiracy theorists believe that NASA was warned off the moon by extraterrestrial beings who did not want humans to interfere with their activities. Perhaps the most famous conspiracy theory about the moon landing is that it never happened at all. According to this theory, the moon landing was staged by NASA in a studio on Earth, and the footage and photographs of the mission were all faked. Proponents of this theory point to various inconsistencies and anomalies in the footage and argue that the technology of the time was not advanced enough to support a manned mission to the moon. However, this theory has been widely debunked by experts in various fields, and there is overwhelming evidence to support the fact that the moon landing did, in fact, take place. There are many theories about why NASA never returned to the moon, ranging from the practical to the outlandish. The cost of the Apollo program, the political climate of the time, concerns over radiation exposure, and the possibility of extraterrestrial interference have all been suggested as possible factors. However, the most likely reason is simply that NASA shifted its priorities. That's it, we've reached the end of the video. If you made it this far, you're one of the best people out there. Before you go, make sure to give us a like to let us know you enjoyed the video. And if you have any questions that pop into your head in the middle of the night, feel free to leave them in the comments below so we can answer them for you.